Okay, now welcome back to our lesson in computer literacy and security. So today we are going to take a look at a next lesson in application. If someone says application, what does it mean? Or even someone says software application, what does it mean? And if someone says a software application, what the person is trying to tell you that the software is a program or it's a specific word, a specific program for a specific word task. So if this one says a specific program for a specific task, which means that let's say you are an architect or you are someone who draw building plan and site plans and other activities, and you've been using drawing board and pencils for a very long time, and this time you want to change it to a digital age where you want to use a computer system to draw your building plans and building activities. So instead of you to use the pencil, you just have to use a program called AutoCAD. AutoCAD gives you access to draw using a software, a specific software. So as I was saying, we have every program or every field has its own software that he or she can use to develop whatever he or she want to do. So you need to check all those activities. Now, as I made mention of using someone who is an building draftsmanship, that person uses an AutoCAD to draw his building plans and other activities. The same thing happens to those who design posters and billboards and signposts and other types. They also have their program that they use, which is CorelDRAW. So all these things, we call them softwares. Even the Windows that you are using on your system has a different versions. We have Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10, and even Windows 11. That is the current one that we have now. So you can use any of them. But I'm going to use a simple application for you, something like Microsoft Office. Microsoft comes with a suite or a full set of activities in there. So when I click on my start button, I just have to scroll down to find Microsoft Office, which is M. So I'll go to Microsoft. So you can see I have Microsoft Office choosing here, and I have other Microsoft programs in here. So all these things are programs that I've been using for my own development. I've been using a lot of softwares for a while because of what my field is. So I will just click on the Microsoft tools. So if I click on the Microsoft tools, so these are the things that I can use Microsoft for. I have Office Uploader Center, Database Compare, and Spreadsheet Compare. So we have a lot of things that you can use Microsoft for. So I'll go for Excel now. I have Excel in here, so I'll just have to click on it. So this application gives you access to do a specific thing. Word is different from Excel, and Excel is different from Access, and Access is different from Publisher, and Publisher is different from Note 1. So all these things are applications that you can use for a specific task. So if I come here, you can see that I have the samples and other activities. So I'll just have to click on this one and gives you the idea of what Excel is all about. So if I click on the Excel sample of the Excel, I just have to open for me to see what I can use for. So these are the instructions about invoice tracker. So at the bottom here, I have find the buttons that I can use to do other activities. So if I click on the invoice, you can see that I have an invoice that has been already designed, which gives me access to do my calculations, deduct tax, and other functions. So you need to know all these things. And I'm still saying that if you want to learn something, you just have to connect to us. It will help you to know all this. And we have a program called Microsoft Office Specialist, Microsoft Advanced, then Microsoft Edge. So all those things, if you want to have an idea about them, you just have to connect to us and it will help you to do. So as I was saying, that Excel is meant for calculations. So every company that deals in receiving and buying stuff, you can use Excel to track all your activities. So you need to be careful on those fields. You can use any of them to do your activities. So if you can say have the invoice with number with the data 1, 2, and 3, and each comes with a different quantity with the unit prices, then with the discount, then the total amount per the data. So after the end, we have the total, we have the rate, we have the tax. So those rate and the tax will be added to the main activity. Then you have your total amount that you need to pay. So all these things, Excel will help you to do the calculations for them. So Excel, I'm still saying that Excel is meant for what? Calculations. Whether you have a pharmacy, a mini wholesale store, or a provision stores, you can use Excel to track your financial status. So this is one of the Microsoft Office applications, that is Excel. Now let me search for another one, says Access, and you see the difference. So I'll click on the X Access, and the Access will also give me a database. So Excel helps you to create a database, whether you want to create it for school or tracking, contacts, employee management, or whatever. This is what X Access is all about. So I'm going to choose one. These are templates, so I'm just choosing it and open it for you to see what you can use Access for. So when you choose the template, because I have connected to the internet, it will search for it and comes with other options. So let's wait a while for getting the updates for you. So in Microsoft Office, or if someone says software applications, that person is trying to give you another idea that we have programs for a specific what activities. And even someone tells you that, oh, I'm a software programmer, that person, I think that person have a problem. For a software programmer or software developer, we have a specific, oh, I'm a Java this, I'm a this, I'm a this. We have a lot of softwares, and as I was saying, they are all meant for what? A specific job. So this is the template that I downloaded from the net. It says what? Student database. I want to create a database for my students and track their activities, whether they are paying fees or they are not paying fees, or whether they are coming to classes or they are not coming. So I can use to track these activities. So I'll just have to close it and let me enable it and see. So if you can check it from my left side of the screen, you can see I have a lot of activities in here. So let's come to the first one. It says what? Tables, queries, forms, reports, and what? Macros. So all these things Access helps you to run this activities. So let me open one for you to see. So if you can see, when I click them, this is the simple Access form design. So all these things are there for you to learn and to use it. Alright, now let's go back to our next program. So I'm going to open another one, says PowerPoint. So as I was saying, each and every one has a specific activity that you need to use for. So I'm going to open the PowerPoint to show you what a PowerPoint is also meant for. So for the PowerPoint, if you want to make a presentation, if you have been given a project work or if you have been given an assignment, the assignment was to come with a presentation and how are you going to do those things. So this is the example of a presentation software that you can use to develop your presentations. And I'm still saying that if you are interested in any of these fields, you want to know much more in how to create all these things, you can connect to us and we'll help you to learn. Now let me open one of these presentations for you. So this is just a simple one that I want to show to you. So if I come to the next view, I have this. If I go for the next slide, I have the next slide in there. So you can use PowerPoint to create all these slides. So you need to connect to us and we'll help you to develop all these things. So let me use it to present it for you. So assuming you've been given an assignment and after the assignment you want to present it to your teacher, so you go by, you open it, so this side of the slides. This is what a PowerPoint is all about. You develop all these things on your own without someone. So just get to us and we'll help you to know all these things. So if someone says application, as I'm saying, we have a different software's application for a different specific job. And we thank God that most of the programs that are out Anycom, we do have all those activities. If you want to develop a mobile app on your own for your businesses, for your church, for your organization, when you get to us or when you go to our mobile application, you just have to contact us. We help you to develop. Or even if you want to learn it on your own, you get to us, we help you to develop your mobile app. We have a lot of activities: website designing, graphic designing, hardware and networking, security, Internet of Things, basic computing, basic internet connectivity and security. Get to us and we'll help you in any of the fields that you are interested in. So if someone says applications, these are the examples of application. I'm going to open another application called CorelDRAW. So as I was saying, each and every program has a specific. So CorelDRAW also gives you access to design. So if you can see this logo in here, or this advertising logo, it was designed by me with a CorelDRAW. So the CorelDRAW is also meant for what? For designing. So if you want to design, if you want to learn how to design, you get to us, we will help you. Apart from CorelDRAW, we have another application software that you can use, which is Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign. We have a lot of designing softwares that you can use, which is applications that you can use to develop. So all you need to do is just get to us and we will help you to know all these fields. So this is a CorelDRAW interface. If you want to learn how to design a simple logo and other activities, CorelDRAW will help you, and other designing software will help you to design all those activities. So if someone says software applications, these are the example. Even browsers and other activities, they are all software application, but they are for a specific job. They don't do the same thing. Each and everyone has its own job. So you need to be careful on those things. Alright, so we are going to end our lesson for the software application. And we'll be continuing in our next video. Have a nice day.